sure everyone will be super excited about this. What I got is a magnetic oil filler plug, and that seems to come with a non-copper. This is like a, what do you call this? It's just a rubber washer. I don't know if it needs the rubber in order to make the magnetic thing work a little better. I have a copper crush gasket on there now, but so what I'm going to do, just for the fun of it, turn this thing on its side. I have this one. This is the one that has the I have my sort of special plate there. I'm going to save this copper washer because it hasn't been used yet. And I'm going to save this other one just in case something is funky and it doesn't work right on this one. So this one looks like this, and it's, I don't know why that bolt is smaller. I kind of like the bigger one myself. But this one has the rubber, this one has the copper. So that is going off. And this one is going on. So I don't need to sort of do a final torquing of this at all because I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of things on this. But what I did want to say is that the reason why I'm doing this whole motor in a bizarre order, and the reason why I don't have the cylinders on and everything, is that I have ordered my heads, and the heads should arrive in like 3 weeks. Unfortunately, that's how long it took. So that means I can't really put on the cylinders and pistons, but I do have my deck height all calculated. The deck height requires two shims. One is a 0.9 and a 0.6 millimeter shims. I guess that's what those are. Unless it's not 0.09 inches and 0.06 inches. Anyway, not entirely sure, but it's a 9er and a 6er. And what I'm going to do, so I can feel on these things that there's some slight burrs, like right under here. I don't know if it's possible to see this. This needs a little bit of sanding, or else there's no way that's really going to sit flat. This is really not flat, so I'm going to sand that stuff off. I'll make sure that it's very flat. Also down here, I need to make sure that I haven't marred up these surfaces too much by leaving this open for so long. So I've got that. The other reason why it's taken a while is the heads are coming with matched, they're Tim's, what do they call them, stage 2 heads, and they come with matched IDF, matched port intake manifolds, and so those should come in about 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. And then I'm getting the Weber dual carbs, that's the 44 IDFs, and I've just delayed on ordering those because that's like $1,000 or $1,200. And the last big piece that I then have to order after those is just the exhaust, which is, if that's an A1 Sidewinder, that's going to be another $1,000. So but I have almost everything else, and so I'm just going slowly, and I'm making absolutely certain that I keep everything clean and that I don't drop any things in there. And then what I'll do at the end of the day is I'll take my my cover, and I'll just make sure that that I cover this motor pretty well, so that dust and things don't settle in there, and there's really nothing getting into the engine case. So that's why I don't have it closed up yet. But as parts arrive, for example, I was sort of sizing my engine tins, and as the parts arrive, I will put them on, and I'm doing everything more or less a permanent fashion. And I know there's and ordering to things like deflector plates before pushrod tubes, for example. I'm gonna have to measure my pushrod tubes. I'm gonna have to measure my pushrods for the 1.4 ratio rockers. So, lots of steps. All right.